Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I guess I'm bringing up the rear here, and first of all, thank you all for what you're doing to protect America. Very difficult time we live in. It seems like every committee, and I apologize I wasn't here for all the questioning. I listened to to your statements, but another committee hearing dealing with vulnerabilities of our power grid. So it seems like most of the committees I'm on is something dealing with security. Question, I want to go back to the refugee situation. I apologize if I'm redundant on some of the questions. I don't think they've been asked, but concern I have, yes, we're a very humanitarian nation, and I think we do have some responsibility there, but our priority is securing this nation and the people of this nation. And I've read reports that of the Syrian refugees, 72% of them are young males, while 28% are women and children under the age of 11. Question I have for whoever has the information is, to your knowledge, is that true? And if it's not, what is the breakdown? And if it is, why is there such a disparity?
Congressman, I don't recall what the percentage breakdown is. I've heard a number, but I don't recall what it is. I don't know the accuracy of that 28% number, but we can certainly get you what we know to be the case.
Mr. Rasmussen?
I'm in the same position.
It is very concerning to me with that response that we're considering bringing in refugees, and we don't know what the breakdown of the percentage of these.
Well, sitting here, I don't know. It is a piece of data that we have. I just don't know it's sitting here right now.
Well, I appreciate the candor there. How are we going to monitor these folks? I mean, I've also read reports that Al-Qaeda, ISIS have also said that their intentions is to exploit the refugee crisis and to use that to infiltrate operatives into various countries. I mean, how are we going to monitor these folks? Do we have plans going forward?
Congressman, as we discussed previously, there is that concern. We know that organizations such as ISIL might like to try to exploit this program. And it is for that reason that while we are going to do what we have committed to do for humanitarian reasons, this is a worldwide crisis, and we're talking about 10,000 people. I'm committed that we do it carefully, and we vet these people as carefully as we can. We live in a world where one failure is the equivalent of 10,000 successes. And so I think we're all committed with the improved process we have to do the best we can, deliberately as we can, with regard to each individual applicant for refugee status here.
Do we have the resources to do this? Are we already stretched thin, and we're just going to be adding so much more to our vulnerabilities by going through this process?
We are very busy. Our overall commitment in FY15 was 75,000 worldwide. Next year, this year, we've committed to taking in a little more, 85, 10,000 of which will be Syrians. The Director of USCIS has developed a plan along with the State Department to make sure we have adequate resources to vet these people.
Of the last question, and I'll yield back. I know we all have other things need to be doing, but this is very critical. Do we have a system of prioritization? Like, we know that certain religious groups, Christians, for example, are the most at risk in some of these areas. Are we going to prioritize those that are greatest at risk to allow them in? I've read reports that some of the Christian Syrian refugees are having a difficult time coming to the U.S. and some other countries. Is that true?
I'd have to get back to you and take that one for the record, sir.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that. Again, thank you for what you're doing. Greatly concerned over where we're going with the refugee crisis. And Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
Yeah, if I could just add to that, it's